What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we are looking at the Meta Knight Nendoroid figure by Good Smile Company. So after reviewing the Kirby figure that I really enjoyed, I went out of my way to also pick up the Meta Knight figure as well to see how much of a difference he is to Kirby, but also because this is another character I can add to the Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. And Meta Knight is a pretty cool character, so I'm very interested in what we're getting here. So starting with the packaging, we do get an open window of the figure. You can actually see his sword up there and a couple of other accessories at the bottom. Here is the top. We get some more shots of the figure, and then the bottom. Then coming to the side, some more shots right there. Here's this side, and then come to the back, the same pictures we've already seen, and then we get some more information at the bottom right there. And that's pretty much that, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this figure out of the packaging and take a closer look. Okay, so here's Meta Knight out of his packaging right here, and wow, I am really enjoying this figure just as I am with Kirby, and there's definitely some unique things going on here compared to Kirby as well, but there are still some drawbacks that I do want to talk about as well with this figure. But so far, he does look really good. Now, articulation is the same as Kirby, where you can move the arms and the legs anywhere you want. However, the problem is that because the mass is in the way, you're not really gonna get a lot of movement there. You can only kind of work with the space you have all around here, since the mass is there, and then you have the cape. But you can't remove the cape if you want. But the thing is that, I'm sure you're probably gonna just display him with the cape on anyway. So yeah, you don't really get a whole lot of movement there. But for the arms, or I guess really just the shoulder and the hand, there is just a ball peg here for the hand. So it's kind of like on a fixed hinge ball peg, so you don't really get a lot of side to side. You're only kind of getting just up and down, but you do get a swivel right there, so that's nice. The shoulder pads is pretty neat. You got the Meta Knight symbol there. You got some nice gloss to the yellow and the purple, and you got this metal plate on there. And then the shoes are pretty nice. It's like a really pearlescent blue, or blue, but like a purple around there. And it's pretty nice. I like it. I do wish there was probably some more shading to the mask, but the mask scope is pretty good. You got the eyes in there, and then here's the cape. There's some shading going around with the cape, and the paint's really clean too. So like I mentioned, you can take the cape off. You got the pegs here, and then the holes there, and then that's for the support arm. And what's really nice is you can see how he was standing really perfect with the cape, because the cape is able to really hold Meta Knight really well, because the bottom is to the table. But even then, Meta Knight, he can actually stand on his own without the cape. So look at that. So Meta Knight is actually really good, but I'm really gonna display him with the cape on anyway, since that's usually what he has on for the most part. But I really do like this guy. This is actually really cool. Again, it just sucks with the limitation with the mask, how you can't really do so much movement on. So if you want to go for Meta Knight punching or whatever like that, this is as much as you're gonna get to have him punch forward or so. So that's pretty much that. Now I am gonna go over all the accessories, but I do want to show off some things here. So he does have these wings, which are really just on ball hinges, so you can take the cape off if you want, and then have that displayed. The only difference, well, I would say the problem is that you're gonna need the stand to hold on, to have him stand with the wings on here, because these wings, they're pretty top heavy. They're not gonna be able to hold Meta Knight as well. He's gonna keep falling back, so you're definitely going to need a stand for that. And you also have this, so you can interchange the fist right here. And then there is a peg hole for his sword, which is really nice. And then you can place that on there. And there you go. Now Meta Knight has the sword. And it's fine. It's not like the sword is top heavy. It's not going to slide the magnet here on the shoulder. It is pretty fine. You can position it. As you can see, it's pretty good. I like it. Alright, so now let's go over the rest of the accessories. So for your accessories, you are getting 2 extra interchangeable eyes. They're really just one looking to the left and then there's one looking for the right. So you can use that for like some more dynamic posing. And I will like also show off like how to you know, attach those to the face really. For the other accessories, you know, you got your wings that I already showed out. But again, you are going to need a stand for those because they're top heavy. They're not really going to hold the figure well. You also get this slashing effect for the sword, but you are going to need a stand for that. The slash effect is really, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy for the figure, and it's also pretty long, but it looks nice. You know, there's like a little bit of shading going around with it, and it's like transparent, but it looks pretty nice. And you know, you also got the sword, which I already showed, and your interchangeable hand to hold the sword right there. Now these right here, this is really just to hold on to like the slash effect. So you have like this little base and then like these 3 extra like support arms, and then you have like the main base for your figure, and then these are like basically just extra pegs for like, I'm guessing like for the wings and then like for your hand. Now I'll demonstrate on how to take the mask off. You are gonna have to like, I mean you don't really have to, but I think it's usually best to do this, but I usually just take everything off, and then for the mask you kind of just pull it. Really, it's gonna be on there like pretty strong, but you just kind of take like that, and then you know, of course you can like take the eyes out if you want, and just add the other eyes if you want to do that. But I'm just gonna keep these on because I'm mainly just gonna display it with the regular eyes anyway. I feel like for the accessories, I think that's pretty decent for you know, for the spread of accessories. I would have preferred like another I would say like another like cape where like there's one where the wind is blowing it to the side or something, so you can do more dynamic posing. I think that would have been nice. I think maybe an unmasked head sculpt, because I think they could have got away with that. Like all they would have to do really is use the mold for Kirby, but like you know, just have it be a blue plastic or dark blue plastic. Now I do want to do a comparison, so let's put Meta Knight right here and let's get the Kirby figure that I reviewed, and here he is up against Kirby. I forgot this guy can't really stand as well, so I'm gonna have to really hold him, but yeah, here he is with Kirby. So this is really cool. Got these guys. Meta Knight looks a little bit, but then again, I don't know, I think it's because Kirby, it's a little hard to get this guy to stand, but so far they look pretty cool next to each other. I'm really happy to grab these guys to the collection because they look really cool, and they're really fun to pose around and stuff like that. But yeah, I like it. I'm glad I got these two. Alright, so here's the wings right here. I wanted to show you guys how that is, and like I said, they are back heavy for the figure. You can see how even if I got the wings on, it's not going to be able to stand. So you're definitely going to need that support arm to hold this guy if you want to pose him with the wings. But I do want to show them off. So they do, you know, they're really just on ball hinges, so you can like move them up and down. Go, you know, they go back about there, and they're pretty nice. You know, I like the amount of rotation you can do with these, but it does suck that you're not going to be able to do a lot with them without the stand. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up this review on the Good Smile Company Meta Knight Nendoroid figure. So it definitely does have its limitations when it comes to posing, but I will say this is still a really good looking Meta Knight figure. The paint job is really clean. I really love the sculpt work on the cape and the mask. He's also able to stand a lot better than Kirby. Well, except if you put the wings on him, then that's going to become an issue. But man, such a great looking figure. It does capture Meta Knight really well here, and I'm happy to own this guy now. I think he's a pretty solid figure. If you guys want to pick this up, this is available at Big Bad Toy Store and the Good Smile Company website. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the review. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next video. Take care, my friends.